As another star player goes down to injury, a rough season for the NFL gets worse. There are NFL players who can do things nobody else can, stars who can perform acts so improbable they push against the limits of human capability, feats of athleticism that border on magic. They redeem the worst aspects of the league. The awe they inspire makes the whole enterprise seem worth it, at least in the best moments, for short bursts. Aaron Rodgers is one of those players, maybe the greatest of them. Nobody plays quarterback like him. Nobody thinks like him. Nobody even moves like him, all that lithe darting behind his offensive line, scanning and waiting before a viper quick release and a whistling football squeezed into a shoebox. The NFL is a lesser league without Rodgers and players like him. Rodgers had to be carted into the locker room Sunday during the Green Bay Packers game against the Minnesota Vikings after he landed on his right shoulder. Before the game ended, the Packers announced Rodgers has a broken collarbone and might miss the entire season. There could hardly be worse NFL injury news. Damn, I hope that Aaron Rodgers 12 is okay. The league is better when he's healthy. Praying for you. Richard Sherman, @Sherman_25, October 15, 2017. Just as the 1 p.m. games were getting midway through the first quarter, Rodgers scooted to his right, scrambling away from Vikings linebacker Anthony Barr. As he flicked a pass, Barr drove him to the turf, Rodgers wincing as he landed hard on his right shoulder. When Rodgers stood, his throwing arm hung still. He walked gingerly off the field. Rodgers climbed on the back of a cart, his shoulder limp and too weak to lift to give Brett Hundley, his backup, a fist bump. The car drove away. The nature of the injury is a terrible sign. The last time Rodgers missed games, in 2013, he sat out 7 weeks after suffering a collarbone injury. That year, however, it was his non-throwing left arm that was injured. This time, it's his throwing shoulder. The fate of the Packers season without Rodgers, and whether Hundley can keep them afloat after a 4-1 start, are topics for another day. Rodgers' injury, most urgently, is a loss for the entire league. The NFL promotes its teams more than its players, counting on the appeal of close games, loyalty to home teams and sanctioned violence. Despite the viewpoint of NFL ownership, the otherworldly performance of its best players validates the league. The NFL understands the importance of quarterbacks to its bottom line. It has introduced rule after rule to protect them. But no amount of rules can protect players from football. Rodgers was making his 55th consecutive regular season start. But Barr's hit, which came just after he had thrown a pass, sent him crashing to the turf at just the wrong angle. The NFL is hemorrhaging star players. Last weekend, Odell Beckham Jr. and J.J. Watt suffered season-ending injuries, a gruesome broken ankle and a broken tibial bone, respectively. On Thursday night, Luke Kuechly suffered a concussion, the latest in a series of concussions that may threaten his career. Those injuries mean the NFL will be without Beckham's balletic catches, Watt's exceptional power and Kuechly's blend of strategic brilliance and seething intensity. Beckham might be the most popular non-quarterback in football. If not, it's Watt, the defensive lineman who raised more than $30 million for Hurricane Harvey victims. But the biggest blow to the league may be the loss of Rodgers, who on any given Saturday could produce a slice of athletic brilliance never seen before. Last Sunday, Rodgers directed the Packers on a last-minute drive to defeat the Dallas Cowboys, a process he has made routine. But the way he did it was unmatched. He was part composer, part gunslinger. He was the best the NFL has to offer, and now it will be a long while before the league sees him again. It's bad for the Packers, but it's worse for the league. More from the Post. NFL Week 6, Aaron Rodgers could miss rest of season, national anthem angst continues. A broken collarbone could sideline Aaron Rodgers for the